Hello again. Please feel free to continue your meals as they are served as we get underway. So earlier this afternoon, many of us were able to attend the G. Albert Shoemaker Lecture given by Dr. Franklin M. Orr, Jr., Killeen and Carlton Beale Professor Emeritus in the Department of Energy Science and Engineering at Stanford University. Tonight, we would like to recognize that lecture with the 2025 Shoemaker plaque. Dr. Ramani and Dr. Orr, would you please join me? Lynn Orr has been a member of the Stanford faculty since 1985 and has held leadership positions in the School of Earth Sciences, the Global Climate and Energy Project, and the Precourt Institute for Energy at the university. His research activities focus on flow of complex fluid mixtures in porous media, the design of gas injection processes for enhanced oil recovery, and CO2 storage in underground formations. Dr. Orr also served as Undersecretary for Science and Energy at the U.S. Department of Energy from 2014 to 2017. And he was elected to the National Academy of Engineering in 2002. We are proud to have him as the 2025 Shoemaker Lecturer. Dr. Ramani.
The Shoemaker Lecture Series was established by Mrs. Mercedes Shoemaker in the year 1992 in honor of Al Shoemaker, her husband, who was a 1923 graduate of Penn State in mechanical engineering. Al Shoemaker was a Pittsburgh philanthropist who was president of Pittsburgh Coal Company, the predecessor to today's Consol Energy. And in establishing this lecture series, Mrs. Shoemaker intended to bring industry leaders in mineral industries to address students and faculty at Penn State and on issues of current interest. We are delighted that when I contacted Franklin Orr, or Lynn Orr as he is popularly known, to address this group, a busy person as Lynn checked his calendar. Fortunately, he was free, and he gave an excellent talk this afternoon. I'm delighted that he is our 33rd Shoemaker Lecturer, and I'm happy to present the Shoemaker Lecturer Award.
Yeah. So I have to say that if I'm thinking about the students in the audience here now, and if I had been thinking about the possibility that I would someday do something like this when I was at your stage of things, I would have laughed at you and said that the probability was zero. And I have to say that the reason I'm standing here is due to a series of employment accidents in which I found myself in a series of jobs that gave you the list, where I had to learn to do lots of things and work on lots of areas of earth science and beyond. And looking back on it, now I can see the pathway that got me here, but I sure as heck didn't foresee any of it along the way. And so if you're approaching graduation and feeling like, gosh, there's a fair amount of uncertainty in the period that lies ahead, that's actually okay. It's kind of where the world is at the moment. But if you do the kinds of things that got you to a dinner like this one, in the future, it'll work out. You'll be able to see the path when you look back, even if you can't foresee it all the way in the future. So, Raj, thank you for the honor of doing this. I've had lots of fun talking to people today about the work that's going on here, and there's much to be admired about the students and the faculty and the effort here. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Dr. Ramani. Some of our happiest moments are when we see the successes of our graduates as they make their way into the world. To celebrate their successes, each year we present awards to alumni of all of our programs. To begin, I invite Chiara Loprete, Associate Department Head and EME faculty member in Energy Business and Finance, to present the Richard L. Gordon Distinguished Achievement Award in Mineral Economics and Energy Business and Finance. Chiara.
Thank you, Luis, and thank you for the opportunity to present Trevor with this award. So first, a few words about the award. The award was established in 2019 to honor the memory of Dr. Richard Gordon, an energy economist and Penn State professor who served with distinction, great productivity, and professionalism. And it recognizes achievements and leadership that enhance the mineral economics and energy business professions. The 2025 awardee is Trevor F. Lauer, President and COO of DTE Energy. Trevor, would you please join me here? So Trevor was born just down the road in Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania, and spent his youth dreaming about attending Penn State. His dream came true, and he graduated from the university in 1987 with his bachelor's degree in mineral economics, proudly becoming the first college graduate in his family. After college, Trevor began his career at Honeywell as an engineer, working on products to help people reduce their energy usage. His work there helped direct his career path to the intersection of innovation and delivery. After receiving his MBA in 1993, he and his partners founded multiple energy-related businesses, and then in 2005, he joined DTE Energy in Detroit. Over the past 20 years, Trevor has held leadership positions across the company, including Vice President of Distribution Operations, President and Chief Operating Officers of DTE Electric, and most recently rising to become DTE's Vice Chairman and Group President. Trevor and his wife, Kelly, live in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, where they proudly raised two Nittany Lions who are here today with us. Their son, Nick, graduated in 2024, and son, Drew, will graduate in just a couple of weeks in 2025. So we're very honored to present the 2025 Richard L. Gordon Distinguished Achievement Award in Mineral Economics and Energy Business and Finance to Mr. Trevor Lauer. Thank you, and congratulations. I think, no, present him with the award. Yes. This is your award.
Awesome, awesome.
And
Say a few words.
remarks. Yeah.
Take a picture. I'd love to take a picture.
Let's do it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so, geez, thanks to everybody at Penn State. Good evening. I am absolutely humbled and appreciative to be here and get an award from a place I love so much. I want to start by thanking Lee, Seth, and everybody else that had anything to do with me getting an award tonight. Like, it was just great. I also want to make sure I recognize everybody else that's getting an award. I am so proud of all of you. I know as a Penn Stater, it couldn't be better, and the things that we're doing at this university are just amazing. During the introduction, they mentioned that I grew up in a small town near State College. And if you grow up in a small town near State College, you know what you are? You're a huge Penn State fan. Well, I grew up as a huge Penn State fan. And in my small town, not a lot of people had the opportunity to go to school or really had the inclination to go to college. And I am a first-time college graduate. And I consider myself very lucky because I had a guidance counselor. I had a guidance counselor who, Miss Stackhouse, who, you know, I should thank, who talked about sustainability. Like, we spent a lot of time together. She had a personal interest, and we spent time talking about careers, college, life, just generally everything in between. And because she talked about sustainability, I will say she sparked an interest in me and energy. So I ended up applying to the Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering program here at Penn State and got accepted. And what a proud moment. So look, I had 5 great years here at Penn State, and I didn't say 4, I said 5. I'm not going to stand up here and say I was a 4.0 student. I believe that college is about a mixture of academics and everything else you learn while you're here. And what I was thinking about is what to say about Penn State. You know, there's 2 things that I would highlight about my time here at Penn State. First is what I would call just life's lessons, right? When you come from a small town and you get put into a place like Penn State, you learn really quickly like how expansive the world is. You see how much opportunity exists for you when you show up at an institution like Penn State. It was just amazing to me. The professors are out of this world. The teaching assistants, I would not have graduated if it wasn't for the teaching assistants. So can't say enough about the teaching assistants. And the facilities, like, it was just great when I got here. But you also learn to compete right away and to engage inside of the system because you have to figure out how to sign up for classes, where you're going. Like, you got to find your pack of people that you're hanging with. It's all really important, and it teaches you a lot about what you have to do when you graduate. So one of the things I reflect on in Penn State is that it really prepared me for the rest of my life. And the second thing I'll say is friendships. I'm 60. Actually, tomorrow's my birthday. Yeah, right. A really cheap way to get a clap, but tomorrow's my birthday. So anyways, the very best friends I have in this world are my friends from Penn State. When we vacation, it's the people that we vacation with. I was in a fraternity here. I was a Fiji right down the street from the building, and guys like Billy Doyle, Bobby Hutton, Johnny Loya, these guys are great men. They were from Philly, Virginia. These guys taught me so much about life when I was hanging out with them. And if I took nothing else away from Penn State, just those friendships alone would make me feel blessed. So I've had a great career. I'm going to get to Hook. I've got to get down in just a minute, so I'm going to say 2 more things. I want to thank the people that really helped me get here. And first and foremost, I want to thank my mother. Mom, raise your hand. That's my mom, everyone. So look, my mom was a huge part of my Penn State experience. Imagine a freshman in Geary Hall. There was only a hallway phone. Like, we didn't have cell phones. You'd stand behind 10 other guys to call, and I'd call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, math 141, chemistry? Like, these professors are a bunch of you-know-whats. They're trying to flunk me out. And my mom would say, honey, are you studying or are you just partying up there? Okay, truth be told, I did a little of both, right? But my mother has been a solid counsel throughout my whole career as I've been able to advance. So, Mom, thank you for everything you've done. My wife, Kelly, sitting here with me. Honey, raise your hand. Got to call her out. My wife's an Oklahoma grad, but I want you to know she's a Penn Stater at heart. My 2 boys, Nick and Drew, both Penn Staters. I am so proud that my 2 children decided to come to Penn State. Literally one of the proudest moments of my life. to have the two boys here. You know, when you work a lot in an industry and you rise through it, what you realize is how important family is. And I've only ever really wanted to do three things in my life. I wanted to be a great husband to my wife. I wanted to be a great father to my children. And I figured if I did those two things right, then I could be great at work. And I'm only great at work because of the family structure I've had, so I can't thank you guys enough. And with that, to my Penn State family, I am so appreciative and humbled that I have this award. I love you guys. We are.
Congratulations, Trevor. Our next award is the Distinguished Achievement Award. Oops. Okay. Okay. Our next award is the Distinguished Achievement Award in Fuel Science and Energy Engineering. Sadly, our 2025 awardee, Dr. Guangwei Huang, could not be here with us in person tonight, but let me tell you a little about him. Dr. Huang is a dedicated and accomplished professional in fuel science and clean energy. He has more than 35 years of experience and has led many multi-million-dollar projects focused on improving fuel efficiencies, advancing clean energy, and mitigating the impacts of climate change. He earned his PhD in fuel science from Penn State in 1990. Today, Dr. Huang is the CEO of HJI Group Corporation, a consulting firm he co-founded with his wife, Ms. Hong Yang, in 1992. Their company provides engineering and project management services for the energy, environmental, and infrastructure sectors globally. In addition to their professional achievements, they established the Guangwei Huang and Hong Yang Scholarship in 2023 for the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences at Penn State, supporting its graduate students' programs. Now, let us hear from Dr. Huang himself.
Good evening, everyone. I'm extremely honored to receive this award. It is special for me because I'm at Penn State is the most important part of my life. About 40 years ago, I took a Greyhound bus from Penn Station, New York City, to University Park. Immediately, I realized this is the best place to study. It's saturated with a lot of talents and diligent people who are teaching, studying, and it is quiet, extremely quiet until the eruption of celebration of 1999 football team for the 1986 national title. I remember it was a debate between programs. Fuel science at that time is in material science engineering department. Debate started by a professor of polymer science. He complained. They were busy making polymer composite, but the floor down, fuel science guy kept burning. We made sure that it's our job to burn combustible efficiently and completely with nothing left except carbon dioxide and water. I graduated in 1990 with a PhD degree from fuel science and went to a job in Buffalo. The reason I accepted the job, it was because I interviewed by a nice gentleman, CEO, chairman of the company, offered me opportunity to lead their Asian market. Also, my wife, a proud Penn State alumni, Hong Jiang, she likes beautiful view of Niagara Falls. It was a no-brainer. To cut long story short, I did not let the CEO down. I grew the business from couple percent to more than 20% in less than 4 years. We are extremely grateful for the education opportunity that Penn State provided to us. We established our scholarship to support graduate students of College of Earth and Mineral Science. We're going to keep doing that. Once again, I appreciate all of you coming here, and we are going to do the same to strive excellency whenever it's possible to create positive impacts. Thanks again.
Congratulations, Dr. Huang. At this time, I invite Brandy Robinson, EME Director of Online Education, to present the Distinguished Achievement Award in Energy and Sustainability Policy and Renewable Energy and Sustainability Systems. Brandy.
Thanks. Okay, this is a little high, but I don't want to touch it because I saw it fall out. Yeah. Before I get started, Trevor, I have to tell you, I too was born in Jersey Shore, which is wild. I grew up in South Williamsport, but I was born at the hospital on Kerr Avenue, so yeah, that's crazy. Small world. This award was established to recognize our alumni for their leadership and professionalism in all matters related to energy and sustainability policy. Our 2025 awardee is Ms. Kate Robeson-Grubb, who is a sustainability specialist for Solebury Township in Bucks Township. Kate, would you please join me? For those of you who might not know, the EME department offers an extensive portfolio of online courses and programs to serve the unique needs of returning adult students who don't have that luxury to come spend a few years in Happy Valley with us. So with our Energy and Sustainability Policy undergraduate program and our Renewable Energy and Sustainability Systems graduate programs, we have associated graduate certificates. This way, our department is able to serve hundreds of additional students who might already be working in the field, but have reached a plateau and need to come back and get that credential so they can keep going onward in their career trajectories. The ESP program started in 2010, and I'm excited to tell you that this semester we will graduate our 200th student, so that's pretty fun. Yeah. So in 2011, Kate started working as a research assistant for J. Reckner Associates, which is a consumer insights firm based in Chalfont, Pennsylvania. She spent several years there building connections and cultivating a diverse skill set thanks to the interdisciplinary nature of the work that they were doing. But she felt a pull towards sustainability, and I had the pleasure of working with Kate when she started taking classes through Penn State World Campus and enrolled in our Energy and Sustainability Policy Bachelor's program. I had the opportunity to serve as Kate's academic advisor and as an instructor for her in several of the upper level classes that she took with us, including the capstone course. And Kate's work in the capstone experience was really innovative and creative. So she leveraged her work at that consumer insights firm to try to develop a sustainability plan for them, looking for ways that they could improve energy efficiency and integrate sustainability throughout their business practices. And she did all of this during the pandemic, when it was extra hard to try to convince people to, for example, not use disposable cutlery and plates and things for testing food and stuff like that. After Kate graduated in December of 2022, she was hired by the Solebury Township Municipal Government as their sustainability specialist and environmental advisory council administrator. She works closely with the elected Board of Supervisors and various other township committees to implement sustainability initiatives in service to the township's enacted Energy Transition Plan. The Energy Transition Plan supports the township's Ready for 100 goal, a commitment they've made to 100% renewable electricity by 2035. Kate's role involves promoting public engagement and education and cultivating a culture of sustainability within the administrative unit itself. What's really great is that Kate's role at Solebury Township ended up meaning that I get to work with her again. So I run a program called the Local Climate Action Program, where we partner local governments around Pennsylvania with students here at Penn State, many of whom who are in the EME department, to do community-wide greenhouse gas emissions inventories and climate action plans. Kate has served as a mentor and a community partner for us in this capacity, supervising multiple students, some of whom were also, like her, far-flung ESP students. So I think the year that you were in LCAP with us, your two students were in Germany and Florida while they were doing their work. But I knew Kate would be a great mentor to them because she had done her degree totally at a distance. So we navigated the time zones and the Zooms, and we made it work. I am beyond proud to present this award to Kate, the 2025 Distinguished Achievement in Energy and Sustainability Policy and Renewable Energy and Sustainability Systems, that's a mouthful, to Kate Robeson-Grubb. Congratulations, Kate.
Thank you so much, Brandy, for that warm introduction. And yeah, she and I have a long history of working together, both as student and instructor and advisor, and now as colleagues in the local action sphere, which I am very grateful to still be able to work with her. We're doing some incredible stuff, and I'm hoping that we'll continue to do so for years to come. And anyone who knows me knows I like to keep things short and sweet, as Brandy would say, from the essays I've submitted over the years. So I would just like to say that I would love to thank my parents who are over in the crowd today. You can raise your hands if you like. They've always been a great source of just unwavering support and confidence, even when I didn't have confidence in myself, and I'm just very grateful to have them, and I'm glad they're able to see me accept this award today. Sorry, I'm not much of a public speaker, if you can't tell. But I think I would just like to say that it's really important to have great advisors and instructors like Brandy and Haley in the ESP program, because they really made all of the difference for me, and I honestly wouldn't be where I am without either of them. And Brandy's actually the whole reason I got into the ESP program in the first place. So thank you to Brandy, and thank you to Penn State for providing such an excellent online source of undergraduate degrees, as well as some master degrees for the ESP and the RESS program. It really, for students like myself who didn't thrive in the traditional college environment, it really, gave me a way to move forward and pursue the career I wanted to pursue. So all in all, thank you very much to everybody for coming out tonight, and congratulations to the other award winners, as well as the students who may be graduating soon. You're almost there. And that's about it. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the evening.
Congratulations, Kate. Next, I invite Jeremy Gernand, Program Chair in Environmental Systems Engineering, to present the Distinguished Achievement Award in Environmental Systems Engineering. Jeremy?
This award was established to recognize our alumni for their leadership and professionalism in all matters connected with the energy, environmental, and safety industries. Our 2025 awardee is Mr. Todd Krause, the Chief Revenue Officer at Climate Impact Partners. Todd, would you please join me? Todd has spent his career working to solve critical climate issues related to water and energy at companies including Nalco, General Electric, NRNOC, and Voltus. He He is currently working to support corporate decarbonization by leveraging the voluntary carbon market as the Chief Revenue Officer at Climate Impact Partners. In his current position, he's responsible for leading sales, account management, marketing, revenue operations, and claims of leading global provider of environmental instruments, being carbon credits and renewable energy credits. He is a member of the 9-person executive team responsible for board-level management, investor engagement, and overall market leadership. Todd graduated from Penn State in 1996 with a BS in Geoenvironmental Engineering and has maintained close ties to the university. He currently serves on the GEMS Board of Directors in the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. He lives in Pittsburgh with his wife, Kristen. We are honored to present the 2025 Distinguished Achievement Award in Environmental Systems Engineering to Mr. Todd Krause.
I think I know this song. Sorry, I digress. I'm really honored. Thank you for the award. Thank you to the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. Thank you to Penn State. Trevor, your words resonated with me significantly because Penn State's part of who I am. And if I could give some brief advice to the students in here, I will. Take advantage of this network. You heard Trevor. You heard the other award recipients. We want to help you. I acknowledge and honor all the students here because you're here for a reason, and when you leave Penn State, the problems that you will solve are really important. They're wildly significant, and your time is perfect to take action and have an impact, but you can't do it alone. And you will be part of the largest alumni network in the world who wants to support you every step of the way. When I think back to when I was in your position, I realized I didn't leverage the network to the extent I should have. If I would have heard Trevor, I would be at his table right when this event ends, introducing myself, because he can help you get there. Beyond that, I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice, things that I'm still learning, but that I started learning when I was here at Penn State that I think can help you be really effective when you leave. First and foremost, continue to work on your collaboration and communication skills. It sounds simple, but I realized it when I was in the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences, when people would say to me, wow, how do you find your way at Penn State? And my answer would be, I'm in this college that feels like a private university setting. I know my professors, I know my fellow students, I know my teaching assistants, and that allowed me to collaborate, learn how to communicate and influence people. And if you develop those skills, you'll just be significantly more effective after you leave here. Number 2, I'm probably going to preach to the choir a little bit, but in the world that we're in, data is king. Get really comfortable with using it. Challenge yourself to learn how to do it better and more effectively. And when you bring compelling data into discussions, debates, you will leave with the outcomes that you really, really want. The third and final thing I'd say is this. Become a student of whatever it is you pursue when you leave here. The best careers are not jobs. No one wants to do a job every day. In fact, you want to do something that becomes part of who you are. And when you do that, when you find that, you will be comfortable working long hours. You will be happy to toil on weekends, and you will have the impact that everyone knows you can have. So thank you again for this award. I'm honored. I can't thank Penn State enough for everything it's done for me and my family, and I look forward to meeting everyone after the event. Thank you.
Congratulations, Todd. Next, I invite Barbara Arnold, Program Chair in Mining Engineering, to present the Robert Stefanko Distinguished Achievement Award in Mineral Engineering. Barb?
This award was established by the Mineral Engineering faculty in 1992 to honor the memory of Robert Stefanko, an alumnus and Penn State professor who served with great distinction, great productivity, and professionalism, and provided lasting benefits to our alma mater. This award recognizes achievements and leadership that enhance the mineral engineering profession. The 2025 recipient of the Robert Stefanko Distinguished Achievement Award in Mineral Engineering is Mr. Scott B. Langley. Scott, would you please join me? Scott Langley is president of Langley Mining LLC, which offers consulting services on solutions for the mining industry. The company's scope of services includes project planning, process improvement, longwall operations and automation, mine ventilation, ground control, underground and surface construction, mine planning, budgeting and economic analysis, equipment procurement, and safety and risk management. I think he could come and teach all of our classes. Mr. Langley is also a senior consultant with Stantec, working on mine design optimization, project cost estimates, schedules, and the execution strategies for sites in Canada and Australia. His previous positions include Senior Project Manager at Jesse Creek Mining and Chief Operating Officer at White Oak Resources. Mr. Langley also spent over 10 years in various positions with BHP in Australia and the United States. He holds a bachelor's degree in mining engineering from Penn State, and we are extremely grateful for his support of Ashish Kumar's automation lab. We are honored to present the 2025 Robert Stefanko Distinguished Achievement Award in Mineral Engineering to Mr. Scott Langley.
First, Barb, thank you for that long list there. That was you covered it. It's taken about 50 years to do all that. So, and thank you to the Mineral Engineering Department for selecting me for this award. It was a pleasure to meet the Days. It's Dr. Stefanko's daughter and her husband tonight. And thank you to all of you for taking just time out of your schedules to come here and join us for these awards. And first, a bit story. You might think, well, you give the guy an award, he can't even really dress up. But there's a story with this shirt here. I came to a football game, the UCLA game in October, and they said, it's a stripe out. Well, I haven't been to a football game here since I graduated. I've seen them on TV. I knew what a whiteout was, so I figured, well, a stripe out is you wear a striped shirt. So I did, but I could blend in. It's got some white and some blue, so it went all right. So when Rachel sent out the announcement on the third line about the dress code was, or whatever you want. So I knew the striped shirt had to come back and make its second appearance. So if we have a stripe out here, I got to be ready. My mining career started, I was a co-op student here, so 6 months of work, 6 months of school, and as soon as I turned 18, it was go underground. So that's all I have done is underground mining since I was 18 years old. Finished, did my 5 years, took me 5 years as well to get through Penn State, and but it's been a really good profession, a really good choice for me. So I thought, well, what to speak about here, I think since I've got out, what are things that I've learned have really helped me? Perhaps it could help somebody else here. So I narrowed it down to just two. And the first one was this concept called the Big Five. It came from Centis. Centis was an Australian company that did a safety program. It was a cognitive safety, how your brain works and things you look at and what you pay attention to and not. But one of their tenets was get people to think about your Big Five, which is things that are really important to you and drive you. So if you can get them, you should be safe so you can do your Big Five, as opposed to, well, you should be safe so you don't get fired, or so I can get my bonus. That's not the right motivators. But I've taken that and actually applied it not just to safety, but to my life of for me, now I've narrowed it down. I've got down to my big three, and they haven't changed in 20 years in no particular order. It's help others, build things, see places. So my story fits those things. So I suggest each of you, if you haven't thought about it, what is it that what are your passions? We heard family and kids and things from Trevor. And so whatever yours are, align what you do with them. Just think about the jobs you take, the profession you're in, the places you live. Do they align with your big 3 or 5, whatever you come up with? And the side note is you may think, I got lots of years, but I've been, if I had 10 more years, there's 10 more years of, exciting projects I like to work on. So be cautious of wasting years. Just, okay, I'm in this job and I'm just kind of churning. You will find all of a sudden, I wish I hadn't spent those years there. So think about what you're doing each year and make it intentional. Do it on purpose, wherever your career takes you, that it fits for you. The second item is, it's about going from being a technical person, an engineer, to a manager and a leader. And you look here, this is not a liberal arts gathering here. This is, we are oversubscribed on, analytical introverts in this room, I think. And that would include me. And if you look inside my brain, you would see Gantt charts and spreadsheets running around. But it doesn't have to limit you. So you might take it, well, I don't have the right skills, so I'm going to stay technical and I'm not going to move up. Or you may have the opposite. I'm smart, I'm good at my technical job, and I'm smart enough to be a manager. And both are not quite right. I think you can learn things. For me, it was some training I got when I went to BHP. Their prior history had been with General Electric, which was in the Jack Welch days. So they had awesome training programs. So I learned visions and missions and motivating and doing performance management and all those good things. And so it helped me, and I also had good mentors there. So for each of you, if leadership and management is something of interest, you can do that. I think the key thing is you got to look at yourself, a really good assessment of, well, where are my gaps? Don't just assume I can do this because I'm smart. Find the materials to learn, find mentors, and be willing to step outside your comfort zone, because it's just not, well, I'm going to learn another formula here. It's different. It's different. It's not all facts and figures when you manage and lead. Then you got to get out there, and you're going to have some failures. It's not all going to go well, but you've really got to get to where it's not just, you go from, I don't know what I don't know, to I know what I don't know. I can talk about it, but can you actually live it? You've got to work through it, have the failures to get, I can manage, and I've learned, and I'm good at it. And you can get there if that's what you want to do. So, and really, the last thing I got is for my wife, who I think she'll be watching on the TV, to thank her, because we've moved around a lot. Her big three and mine aren't quite aligned, but we are, when it comes to giving and helping others, she's just right in with me. She's better at it than I am of recognizing needs, so I love her for that. And but the moving and going and building things some places, like, as she would tell the story, well, I'd say, honey, do you want to move to New Mexico? She said, no, so we moved to New Mexico. No. Honey, do you want to go to Australia? No, so we moved to Australia. Honey, do you want to move to Canada? No, so we moved to Canada. So she has been behind me and supporting me in what I do, and she stepped outside her comfort zone to just pack up and go meet new people. So, honey, I love you and thank you for that, because it's helped me do my big three. And with that, thank you for listening, and I'm out of words.
Congratulations, Scott. I now invite Hamid Emami Maybody, Program Chair in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, to present the C. Drew Stoll Distinguished Achievement Award in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Hamid.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you are having a great time. So allow me just provide a brief introduction on the award first. So the Drew Stoll Distinguished Achievement Award in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering was established by the Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering faculty in 1997 to honor the 50th year career of Drew Stahl, an alumnus and a legendary professor and mentor who inspired generation of students. The award recognizes petroleum and natural gas engineering leaders for their pursuit of excellence and the achievements which advances their profession. It's my honor to name the 2025 recipient of the Drew Stahl Distinguished Achievement Award in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, who is Mr. Matt Vezza. Matt, would you please join me? Matt Vezza was named the Vice President and General Manager of Anadarko and Rockies operating area in June 2020, where he was responsible for guiding the development of Oventive's Oklahoma and Rockies assets. He joined Oventive from Newfield Exploration Company, where he worked for 7 years in a variety of leadership roles, ranging from general manager for the Rockies business unit to regional vice president, overseeing the company's activities in Anadarko's Arkoma, Wilson, and Utica basins. Previously, Matt was with Marathon Oil Company for 16 years, where he held responsibility for the company's Wyoming assets, and earlier in Piceance Basin. So I had to Google how to pronounce this. He also served on Marathon's worldwide strategic planning staff. Vezza is a member of the Society of Petroleum Engineers and holds a BS in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering from Penn State. We are honored to present the 2025 Drew Stahl Distinguished Achievement Award in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering to Mr. Matt Vezza.
Well, first off, I am extremely honored and humbled to be receiving this award. It truly means a lot. I was actually pretty shocked and surprised when I got the phone call about the award, so truly appreciate it. It does mean a lot. Second, there's a lot of folks that I need to thank. I'm not going to go through them name by name. I just kind of put them in different groups. I'd say obviously the first one is my family. The support, the guidance that I got as I was growing up, a young boy into a young man, into a professional, that support and guidance was just critical to make sure that, I was able to stay on the path and accomplish the things that I ultimately have done. The second group is the Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering faculty and staff that was back, here in Penn State between 92 and 1996. That's when I went to school here. Just fantastic group of professors, dedicated, committed, had the passion for the industry and their craft, and I can't thank them enough for what they have done for me while I was attending Penn State. Turgay Erdogan obviously was a significantly instrumental person for me personally when I was deciding where to go to school for petroleum and natural gas engineering. And then the last group I'd like to thank is the current petroleum and natural gas engineering faculty and staff here. Just a tremendous set of professors with the same dedication, the same passion that I got to observe and be part of back when I was attending school here. So really appreciate that. I've got to know them over the last, like 5-6 years. I've been on the IPAC committee since 2019, and it's truly been a pleasure to work with them. What I would say is, look, I've made some good decisions in my life. I've also made some really bad decisions in my life. I'm sure we all have. I'm not here to talk about those ones. Although that I learned from them, and I'm a better person for them today. But I got to say, one of the best decisions I ever made was deciding to be a Penn State petroleum engineer. You know, the industry I love, the oil and gas industry. The passion I have for it has just continued to grow throughout my almost 30 years of my professional career. And it's hard for me to imagine, you know, something else that would be so, you know, engaging, challenging, you know, and just you know, impactful that I would have done with my life besides being in the oil and gas industry. The oil and gas industry truly makes modern life possible. And so I'm proud of you know, served a small part in the impact, positive impact that it has had. But I guess the one lesson I would kind of, you know, leave you with is, you know, when I think back about the decision to become a Penn State petroleum natural gas engineer, and why it ended up positive for me, it was truly about the people that were around me. When I think back about the different projects, different places I've lived, the different people I've interacted with, the professors, my family, all that, it was because of that, the people that I surrounded myself with were just so exciting and positive and brilliant, you know, interesting people. And it's not the specific projects, it's the people that you remember. And I would just say, you know, surround yourself with good people, but make sure you are a good, positive force for other people, too. And if you do that, I think good things will come your way. And I guess I'll close out by saying, you know, when I think about good people, Dr. Drew Stahl was one of those. I mean, what a fantastic professor, teacher, mentor, just a kind individual, sense of humor. When I was here in Penn State, he taught a water flooding course. And, you know, this naive kid from Southern Ohio, not only did he teach me about secondary recovery, water flooding, but he also taught me some Latin. And any of you that ever took his classes or know him, whenever he was solving equations, he had this neat little thing he would do. He'd say, ergo, you know, which means therefore. So he'd solve equations and it'd be ergo. And I don't know why, it's just little things like that that just stuck with me about him. He also taught me, he said, Matt, he's like, if you're ever out in one of those really extremely hot days in the oil field working, he's like, make sure you pack a juicy, ripe tomato in your lunch pail. He's like, there's nothing more, you know, quenching and rehydrating for you than, you know, taking a bite out of a juicy, ripe tomato. I've been out in the oil field in really hot days many, many times. I've never did that. I trust him. I know he was right. There's no question about it. Even though I'm Italian, I like tomatoes, but I'm just not going to take a bite out of a big tomato. Anyhow, he was just a great guy. He would impart not just the teachings of the course and all that. He would impart wisdom, and you know, he was one of those people in my life that helped shape it. So he taught me a lot, and I'll just close out with just saying, because of that, I'm truly honored to be receiving an award in his name. Thank you.
Congratulations, Matt. Let's have one more round of applause for all of our alumni award winners. Each year, we honor the great work of our department staff. But before presenting the Outstanding Staff Award, I would like to ask all of our staff to please stand. Carmel, Courtney, Erica, Grace, James, Joanna, Lan, Molly, Rachel, Rob, Stephanie, and Tom. These wonderful team members work very hard to keep our department running smoothly. Thank you to all. Now we celebrate exemplary performance by a departmental staff member by presenting the EME Outstanding Staff Award. This year's award winner is Mr. Robert Rousseau. Rob, could you please join me? Rob started in EME in 2019 as our academic program coordinator in the undergraduate office. He's been keeping all of us on track ever since. He knows a great deal about the Penn State policies we need to follow to ensure standards are met in our programs. He knows where to go for all the approvals on subclasses, late adds, and other special requests. He's also a master at LionPath, course scheduling, and all the various student software platforms. Rob also has a great work ethic. Not only does he never overlook a responsibility, but is always ready to roll up his sleeves and take on new tasks whenever there is a need. For example, he jumped in to download sick results en masse at a moment's notice when they were needed for reporting. And he has even stepped in to help manage my busy calendar during a staff extended leave, and I'm driving you crazy, I apologize. More importantly, Rob is just a pleasure to work with. He's always kind, friendly, highly approachable, easy to talk to, always ready to help. He is just a really nice person. And also, after our past winter social, I have witnessed, and you have witnessed, that he's also one heck of a dancer. Congratulations, Rob, and thank you for being part of our family. I now would like to recognize and congratulate the 2025 Outstanding Graduate Teaching Assistants, and especially the EME Graduate Teaching Assistants of the Year. Eugene, could you please come forward to distribute the awards? These graduate students were nominated in recognition for their outstanding teaching assistants. Faculty, peers, and students from their classes submitted the nominations. We thank everyone who took the time to recognize their great work. They truly deserve our thanks and applause. When I call your name, please come forward to receive your award. Shihua Han, a doctoral student in energy and mineral engineering, was nominated for his work in Mineral Processing 301 and Mining 404. He was complimented for being super organized and always being willing to assist students within and outside of office hours. Congratulations. Thank you. Mohammed Zahidul Islam Laku. A doctoral student in energy and mineral engineering, was nominated for his work in PNG 430 and 460. Faculty members and his fellow TA commented on how diligent, patient, reliable, and approachable Zahidul is in his work with the students. Patrick Abban Sarpong. A doctoral student in the mining and mineral process engineering option, was nominated for his work in EGEE 430. He was praised many times for his great MATLAB expertise, for going above and beyond to help students, and for being helpful, thoughtful, kind, and well-prepared. Congratulations. Xiaozhen Song. A doctoral student in energy and mineral engineering, was nominated for his work in mining 331 and 422. Instructors appreciate Xiaozhen's diligence and responsibility, while students felt he was always supportive and helpful and an all-around great guy who can explain complex problems in a simple way. Saboor Ahmad Torabi. A doctoral student in the mining and mineral process engineering option, was nominated for his work in environmental systems 400, 470, and mining 401 and 410. Saboor was recognized for his kindness and open personality, ready to help students feel comfortable and be successful in class. And finally, this year's EME Graduate Teaching Assistant of the Year award is being presented to Chia Yang. A doctoral student in the PNG option for his work in PNG 480, 497, and 555. Hsin is truly dedicated to helping students. He regularly meets with them during office hours and even joins Zoom calls late at night to explain important topics before exams. He also has a unique ability to connect with the students. He creates a friendly and welcoming space where everyone can learn, no matter their background or learning style. His patience, strong communication skills, ability to engage students is appreciated by all. His kindness, approachability, and willingness to go the extra mile make him our TA of the year. Congratulations to all of our outstanding TAs. Next, we will recognize our Departmental Student Merit Awards. Our stage is fairly small this year, so Dr. Morgan will stay here to hand each winner their award. In addition, at the close of the ceremony, we'd like award winners to come back to the stage for photos with each of our program chairs. These students have been chosen by their program faculty members as our most talented and dedicated based on their academic performance, industry engagement, and leadership qualities. As I call your names, please come forward. Chosen by the faculty in Energy, Business, and Finance, the Undergrad Merit Award winner is Alex King, and the Graduate Merit Award winner is Yan Chan Wu. Chosen by the faculty in energy engineering are Junior Joseph Hockey, Senior Krause Hartman, and graduate student Hanrui Zhang. Chosen by the faculty in our online programs in Energy and Sustainability Policy and Renewable Energy and Sustainability Systems are the following students who could not be here with us in person tonight, but who are attending remotely. Junior Alison Booker Rubilar, Senior Amanda Theodorson, and the Graduate Merit Award winner in the REST program is Derek Mohammed. Chosen by the faculty in Environmental Systems Engineering are Junior, Miranda Quesada Diaz. Senior, Sean Naughton, and graduate student Lei Yu Ha. Chosen by the faculty in Mining Engineering, Junior, Emily Ream. Senior, Samson Adigun, and graduate student Chandima Subasinghe Hevapatiranage. Chosen by the faculty in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering are Senior, Shahad Al-Sadoun, and graduate student Nicolás Bueno Zapata. Congratulations to you all. I am now pleased to announce this year's EME Good Citizenship Award winners. These awards are presented to students who take an active role in their community, within their local area, or their academic program, or through a professional society, club, or external organization. These students are investing in the success and welfare of others. Chosen by the faculty in Energy, Business, and Finance, Yawen Yang. Chosen by the faculty in Energy Engineering, Olivia Williamson. Chosen by the faculty in the ESP and REST programs, Garth Moffat, who could not be here in person today. Chosen by the faculty in Environmental Systems Engineering, Catherine Seidel, who could not be here tonight. Chosen by the faculty in Mining Engineering, Caleb O'Kane, who could also not attend. And chosen by the faculty in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Luis Mesquita. There have been a few other awards and contest winners announced previously that we want to highlight. Just yesterday, 2 of our mining engineering seniors received awards from 2 mining industry societies, which represented by alumni members of their Industrial and Professional Advisory Council at their annual meeting. Congratulations to Chase Gleason, recipient of the Old Timers Club Watchman Award, and congratulations to Ian Penrod, this year's recipient of the Careers in Coal Safety Lamp Award. Neither of them could be here tonight, but let's acknowledge their accomplishments with a round of applause. In the fall, we held our annual EME photo contest, and many of you submitted some beautiful images. Our top winners were, in 3rd place, Kyla Sukro, undergrad students in environmental systems, for the photo, Aurora Borealis over Bald Eagle State Park, and in a 3-way tie for 2nd place, we had Triveni Gangadhari, PhD student in EME, for the photo Christiandium in Focus, Tiny Crystals, Big Future. Chandima Subasinghe, PhD student in the MMP option for the photo Emerald Flames of Copper. And again, Chandima with thickeners in North America's largest copper mine. First place went to Hari Hamula Madaka, PhD student in EME for the photo Pride in the Sky. We also had a People's Choice vote among all the submissions, and the photo Rhythms of Penn State, taken by Triveni Gangadhari, was the popular choice. Let's give our prize winners photographers a hand. Also in the fall, we held the annual Student Research Poster Competition, and the award winners were a third-place tie between James Heim II, PhD student in Fuel Science option, and Hanif Yoga, PhD student in the PNG option, with second place to Henry Ia, PhD student in the Energy Systems Engineering option, and first place, Nicolas Bueno Zapata, PhD student in EME. Please again join me in a round of applause for the talented students in our department. Okay, at this time, I'd like to ask all the students in the audience who received a departmental scholarship or award this year to please stand for a few moments. Thank you. We all know that college has become very expensive and that it can be a challenge for the students and their families. Thanks to the generosity of our alumni and friends, we were able to give more than $500,000 this year in almost 200 student scholarships and awards. This is a remarkable number, and yet it is a small percentage of the department's total student body. So, if you are or were standing, please know this. You were chosen because of your hard and diligent academic work and for your engagement as a student leader. You earned this, and we are very proud of you. Congratulations to you all. Now, will those students who are graduating this year, both undergrad and graduate, please stand? Okay. It has been a true honor for our faculty to be part of your Penn State journey. We are confident that you will have successful careers and will continue the tradition of excellence started by those who came before you. You are about to join a strong and supportive group of Penn State alumni. We hope you stay connected with the department, the college, and the university so we can all celebrate future successes with you. Everyone, please give our graduating students a warm round of applause. Now, I ask all faculty in the department or college to please stand. Our faculty work very hard every day doing impactful research, teaching with passion, and serving our disciplines. There are not enough hours in their days, but their time spent with you is where they put their priority. I would like all of us, especially the students who are the beneficiaries of their hard work, to join in expressing our appreciation. Thank you. Now for the home stretch. Finally, I want to thank all of our alumni and friends for your support of Penn State and the John and Willie Leon Family Department of Energy and Mineral Engineering. Because of your generosity, we are able to recognize and celebrate the hard work of our faculty, staff, and students. So this concludes our 2025 awards ceremony. But wait. Don't forget, please stay with us a bit longer. Please join us in the room next door for our new dessert reception. You see, you don't have desserts. We're forcing you to go that way. So you will find a selection of treats, drinks, and some live music performed by Joshua Davis and Love Stan, and most importantly, a chance to enjoy time together as a community. See you all there. And also, for the program chairs and faculty representatives, before you head next door, please come forward to the stage with the Student Merit Awards winners and Good Citizenship Award winners to have a round of photos. We promise to save you some desserts over there. Thank you, everyone.